Okay. So, Deepa ma'am, tell me how many ways we can make a field required in Salesforce?
So we can make a field requires in four types of one while creating field, page layout, and using a validation rule, and one more last one is before triggers.
Yes, correct, ma'am. So, what are the read-only fields? We have what is read-only and which type of fields are read-only fields by default? Anupama. Read-only field.
Yeah, read-only field is a field where you can just view or read the field and you cannot do any updates on the field.
Your voice is not clear, madam. You are traveling or what?
No,
Check once your mic. You are using speaker or like earphones?
speaker.
Use earphones, madam. That's fine.
Is it clear now?
Yeah, madam. Tell me now.
So read-only field is a field in Salesforce which we can only just use a field or we can read the field and we cannot make any updates on the field. And a few read-only fields are auto number, formula, roll-up summary.
Okay. So what is page layout, Hussein Naik?
Page layouts controls the layout and organization of buttons, fields, section controls, visual force, custom links, and related list and object records, sir.
Records? Why records? Only if not records. And what else you can do with the page layout?
Page layouts, sir. Section controls, visual force, custom links, related list, organization of buttons, sir, fields.
I need answer clarity on. I told you, right? What else?
Page layout controls the layout and organization of buttons, fields, section controls, visual force.
Same answer again and again. Sir, don't give that answer. What else you can do apart from that? You can make it read-only required using page layout? Or no?
Yes,
can you make it required field using page layout?
Yes, sir.
Read-only?
Read-only.
We can make it read-only field using page layout?
Yes, sir.
Who will tell this answer then? I am giving answer. You need to give answer. No? I need to give answer. Who need to give answer? Everyone answer. No one, you know. How we will like forget these things? Okay. So what is self relationship, Dhanappa?
No, sir, Dipanshu.
Yeah, what is self relationship?
If relation occur in the same object, sir, that relation is called self relation. If, for example, account and campaign to campaign.
If you create a relationship to the same object, so simple ga cheppalante, if you create a lookup to the same object, if you create a relationship to the lookup to the same object, like account to child object and the parent also account, campaign, parent campaign.
Campaign, parent or the child both.
So both are same object, then that is called self relationship. So what is a lookup and master detail?
Lookup.
Yeah, tell me. Lookup and master.
Your child and parent are both are different. It is a child to parent relationship. And lookup relationship is loosely coupled. If you delete the records in parent record, it not affects in the child record. It creates a party lookups per object.
Why breaks? ఎందుకు అట్లా బ్రేక్లు కంటిన్యూ చెప్పలేవా?
Next, master details.
Tell me.
Here, child and both are different. It is a child to parent relationship. It is a strongly relation. If you delete the records in master detail, master records, and also delete the at a time same records delete in the child record. It is a two master detail creation per object. It's enough. My answer is enough.
Okay. So what is many to many, Suresh Nayak?
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, many to many relationship nothing but if you create two master detail on child object, that relation should be called as many to many relationships. One branch can have multiple courses, example, and one course have multiple branches. They are price book and product child object. The parent object, price book entry is the child object.
In the course and branch, which one is child, which one is parent? Which one is junction object, which are the parents in the course and branch? Which one is junction object?
Branch is the parent object, sir. Branch is the parent object.
Course? Anupama, which one is like a course and branch is saying like a many to many? Then which one is parent and which one is child?
Sorry, is it clear, sir?
Branch and course is the junction object.
Both branch and course, both are parent objects only here.
Then
The
child
student is a child object. So to create relationship between branch and course, we use the object student and it is called a junction object.
Okay. Still your voice is not clear. Better you can take headphones, mobile headphones also fine.
Now I am using headphones only, sir.
Okay. So Kalyani, what is a hierarchical relationship? Kalyani, can you hear me? I'm not. Madam, tell me what is a hierarchical relationship?
This is a type of relationship, special lookup relationship available only for the user's object.
Correct, madam. Not lookup, it is available only in the user object. It is like to relate one user to other user. So, what is the roll-up summary, Rupinder madam? Can you speak a little bit more about this roll-up summaries? What are the roll-up summaries?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me what is roll-up summary, madam?
Yes, sir.
Madam, you are searching somewhere or you are like giving answer? Rupinder madam? Madam, can you hear me or not? Rupinder madam, can you hear me or not? I think she's having some audio issue. So Deepa madam, can you tell me?
Sorry, sir, it was, I think it was not opening. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Sir,
what you are
roll
doing,
up
madam?
summary. Yeah. Sorry, sir. Sir, roll up summary. Okay, sir. In roll up summary field, we can create this field only in the master detail object. Like we can take example of branch and course. So, and we can summarize here the child object using the roll up summary field, and how many students are there, minimum and maximum marks. And for example, sir, for India branch, if we have different students, so we can use the sum, summarize fee, and maximum and minimum marks and fee.
Okay. So tell me, Rupinder, can we convert lookup to master?
Yes, sir. Can.
How? Don't say yes or one line, madam. You have to speak continuously. I told you, right? If you want to convert
Yes,
lookup
sir.
to master, what are the prerequisites?
Sorry, sir.
Who is there? Nidhi, can we convert lookup to master? Relationship?
Yes, sir, we can convert lookup to master.
Hmm.
The prerequisites are we must have means for the parent object we must have all the fields in both the objects we must have all the fields filled. For the fields must have values to convert the parent and child relationship.
I'm not getting clarity, madam. Your answer is not clear. Omkareshwar?
Sir, where yes, we can do it, but the thing is, lookup when it comes to a lookup relationship, it has to get the lookup relation between the course and two objects. That is parent object and child object, and then after that, you have to get converted to the master relationship. Is that the correct answer?
No, sir, still not clear. Deepa, madam?
So, first we have to create a lookup relationship, then populates the lookup field, lookup field data with all records. Then we
Which
can
records?
convert
Parent records or child records?
child records.
Hmm.
Then we can convert it into master data.
Okay, so this is the answer I'm expecting. Can we convert master to lookup?
Yes, sir.
What is the?
I have
I
to
told
answer,
you,
sir.
madam. So whenever I'm asking question, don't say one word. Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to say, sir.
Hmm.
If there are any roll-up summary fields, we have to delete them and then we can convert it.
Okay. So what is record types? Kalyani? Chandu, what is record type? Kalyani or Chandu? Vamshi?
Okay. Record type is your offer different business processes, quick list values, and page layouts to different users.
Different profiles based on the profile.
Yes, sir.
Clarity ga చెప్పండి సార్ ఆన్సర్. We should give some clarity. Slow అయినా పర్లేదు.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So how we can identify which one is primary, which one is the secondary master detail relationship in a Salesforce? Vamshi Laddu, how we can identify? Vamshi, primary master detail or secondary master detail, with how we can identify which one is primary, which one is secondary? Vamshi Laddu, if you know answer, just say no, don't
Sir.
know, no problem.
Sir, I don't know, sir.
Yeah, it's fine, no problem. So Hussein Nayak, tell me, how we can identify primary or secondary master?
Primary, secondary, sir. Using workbench, sir. By checking the create date on the two master detail field.
Created data, by using created data, you can check.
Sir.
So Rupinder, madam, how we can identify?
Okay.
Rupinder, madam, how we can identify which one is primary?
Sir, like we can see the date of creation and the workbench.
If you see data of creation, if you deploy components to other sandbox, date will be same.
Yes, yes, sir. That's why we use the workbench.
I need a complete answer.
Shall I try?
Can I say?
Yeah, madam, tell me.
Yeah, in the workbench, we can go to the particular object and check the relationship order value. If the relationship order value is 0, is the primary one, and 1 means secondary master.
Yeah. Hussein and Rupinder, madam, I'm expecting this answer. Okay, we need a complete answer, madam. Don't be like a 40% answer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. For example, in the master detail, I'm deleting parent record. This question is for Donapa. Okay. I'm deleting parent record. Child record will delete or not in the master record, master detail? If I'm deleting parent record in the master detail, child records will delete or not delete?
Delete, sir.
Childs will
Delete,
delete. Can we see both records in recycle bin?
Yes, sir. Both are appear at the recycle bin.
Both parent records and child records will be in recycle bin, or only parent, or only child?
Both are recycle bins available.
Acha. Anupama?
Yes.
In the master detail, if I read parent record, child also will delete, correct?
Yes,
So
sir.
can we see recycle bin both records or only child records?
We see both records, sir. No, we see only parent records, sir.
Only parent record will be stored, sir.
Parent.
Only parents will
Parents
spend recycle bin. What about child? Child will not see in the recycle bin. Okay. If I undelete parent, what will happen?
If we undelete parent record, child record will also get restored back.
Correct. Automatically, even though if it is not there in recycle bin, child records will come automatically. Understand?
Okay.
Donappa, clear?
Okay.
Okay. Suresh Nayak, tell me difference between import versus data loader. Suresh?
Sir.
Yeah.
The import wizard is nothing but Salesforce internal UI tool, sir. Here data up to 50K records, sir. It will support few standard objects and all custom objects, sir. Example, account, contact, lead and campaign members. Using import wizard, we cannot schedule imports. Export data not possible in import wizard, sir.
Okay.
Insert to update to upsert here. This is import wizard, sir. And data loader this is software we need install, sir. Here also CSV file format, sir.
Okay.
Here insert to update to upsert to delete to hard delete to export also. Here using data loader, we can schedule imports also. Export data possible in data loader, sir. Here maximum 5 million records we can store.
Okay.
That's it, sir.
Okay. So Rupinder, madam, difference between delete and hard delete.
Sir, in delete, the things which we are deleting, they can come back. They are in the recycle bin. But hard delete means permanently deleted from the memory. They can't be recycled or restored.
And export all?
Sir,
Tell me, madam. Export all.
Sir, sorry, sir.
Kalyani, what is the difference between export all? Navya?
Export is nothing but when we audit
export,
will appear in the export. Export are also nothing but the when we deleted that when export record will also update in the export all.
Neat గా చెప్పండి మేడం. So in the export,
export we can.
who is giving answer, madam?
Me, sir.
Myself, sir, Navya.
Navya, you can continue, madam.
In export we can see the objects from object level, sir. In export all means we can take the objects from recycle bin also, sir.
Not objects, records.
Records, sir.
Okay. So for example, I have one object. In the object level, there is a phone validation is there.
Okay,
So I'm
sir.
not giving phone in the CSV file. What will happen? Record will insert, not insert.
Not insert, sir.
Not insert.
Why, madam? Because of
Phone validation.
Okay. For example, I'm making phone required checkbox.
It will.
In this case, record will insert or not insert?
It will insert, sir.
Phone is required, not the required checkbox, madam.
By enabling the checkbox, we can
Checkbox.
make it required, sir.
Yeah. So then I'm not giving that phone number field in the CSV file.
It will be not inserted.
Record will insert or not insert?
It will be not inserted.
It
We do
won't.
not give
It
that.
doesn't.
Because required means you should give the data.
Data.
For example, same field I'm using page layout, I'm making required. Can we insert data?
Yes, sir, you can.
Yes.
Yes. Even though there is no phone, record will insert. Because if you give a page level required, so what will happen is that is only in the UI level. Understand? Okay. What is the default size for batch import with data loader? Default
10,000.
50 million.
10,000.
Yeah.
10,000. What is bulk API?
Bulk. If you want to delete anything hugely, we will use bulk API.
So bulk API is for large records, and even if you want to perform hard delete, we should enable what, madam? If you want to enable hard delete button, we should enable bulk API checkbox.
Bulk API box.
So even if you give size equal to 1 also, okay, default 2,000, maximum you can give a 10,000.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
For example, I'm inserting 1,000 records. So 800 records are success. 200 are failed. Last 200. So then I want to start with the 801. How we can do this? I want to use the same CSV file, but I want to start records from which number?
From 801.
How?
After.
I'm inserting 1,000 records. In the 1,000, first 800 are success. Next 200 are failed. But I want to start with which number, madam, now? Same CSV file, 801. Because already 800 are success.
Update.
There is a setting. In the settings, there is something called start rows. There you have to give a number equal to
801. Okay.
Understand? What is the difference between each blank and each null, Hussein? హుసేన్ వినిపిస్తుందా?
సార్ వినిపిస్తుంది సార్.
నోట్స్ చూస్తున్నావా?
ఆన్సర్ తెలియక ఆన్సర్ తెలియదని సైలెంట్ ఉన్నాను సార్.
ఓకే, సైలెంట్ గా ఉండు, బట్ డోంట్ వాచ్ సీయింగ్ నోట్స్, సెర్చింగ్ గూగుల్, డోంట్ గివ్ ఆన్సర్.
లేదు సార్, తెలియదు సార్ ఆన్సర్, అందుకనే సైలెంట్.
దట్ ఈస్ గుడ్. ఓకే. సో దీపం మేడం, What is the difference between is blank and is null?
Is blank supports text and number fields, sir, numbers, sir, and whereas is null supports only numbers.
Is blank will support both text and number fields. Okay.
Yes.
So, what is the use of is new function?
For creating new record, new record.
Give me complete answer.
For creating new records, sir. Is new is for creating new record. Not is new is for creating existing records.
Yeah, ma'am.
Updating.
So if you want to fire action at the time of new records only, we'll use the is new. If you want to fire action only for the existing records, you have to give a not is new. Like that, you have to give answer, madam. Complete new records, existing records means what they will understand.
Okay.
Right. So normally validations will fire only when validations will fire.
While creating new records.
Only for new records?
Yes.
Not for existing records?
Yes, sir, for both.
For
creating new records.
New and modify.
Yes.
By default, right, madam?
Yes, sir. For when we fire for new records, we use is new, sir. For existing records, we use not is.
If you want to skip validation for new records, if you want to fire only for new records, is new. If you don't want, you can use a not is new.
Yes.
How you can skip validations?
Global variable.
Which global? For example, I want skip validations for admin.
Admin user the global user dollar symbol user dot name equals.
I'm talking here system administrator profile. You are talking here name, username.
Admin profile. Okay, it's in the dollar symbol profile dot name.
Correct. So clear, madam. Don't be hurry. Answer Nidhanam, just slowly understand the question, then give answer. Okay. Slogan parled. Okay. For example, I have a skip. I want skip validation for any specific users. Like there is checkbox called deact, something called username equals to ram. For this user, I want to skip validation.
Dollar symbol user dot name is not equal to ram.
Yes. Then you can file it.
Yes.
Okay. So how many types of flows we have now, madam? Navya, can you hear me? Nidhi, how many types of flows we have? Rupinder? Sir, everyone able to hear me? Voice in this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, ఎందుకు సార్ అందరూ బ్లాంక్ ఉన్నారు?
There are two types, sir.
There are
There are two types of flows.
screen flows.
Screen flow and auto launch.
Only one person. First time I'm calling Navya, she's not replied. Again, I'm calling Rupinder. You are also
sir,
not
replied. I have an internet issue, sir. I can't hear your voice, sir. That's why I haven't replied.
You can continue, ma'am, now.
Yes, thank you, sir. Here we have two types of flow, sir. One is screening and another one is auto launch. And in the screen flow, we will enter the data, sir. In auto launch flow, it exists automatically, sir.
Okay. Again, in the auto launch flow, how many types we have, Rupinder, madam?
Four types.
Tell me, what are those? Continue, Rupinder, madam. What are those? In the auto launch flow, what are the flows we have?
So I don't know.
Okay. Anupama?
There are four types in auto launch. There are schedule triggers, record triggers, platform event triggers, and auto launch, no triggers.
Okay. What is the record trigger flow? Omkar?
Sir, I'm sorry, I don't know this answer, sir.
Suresh Naik?
Sir.
What is record trigger flow?
But still, can I try, sir?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, record triggered flow is nothing but the triggering time. The record which triggers at the scheduled time is known as record triggering flow. Is that correct?
No.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Suresh Naik, tell me. Speak loudly, Suresh. Hello? Suresh, నీ వాయిస్ వినిపిస్తలేదు.
Hello.
Yeah, tell me, speak loudly.
Sir, when his record is created, updated, or deleted, we have used with flow, sir. Record trigger flow.
Speak continuously. 5 minutes you have to speak. I'm not asking any specific question. You have to continuously speak about record trigger flow. What is it? What are the actions? What you can do? What all those things.
Okay.
Deepa madam?
Sir, this flow, when we create record, it is launched when a record is updated, created, or deleted, sir. And this auto launch flow runs at the background also.
Continuous. You have to speak continuously, madam. What are the actions you can do? What is fast food update? What is related actions? When we can go for fast food updates? When we can go for related actions? Who will give all this answer? I need to give answer, madam. Class lo నేను వేస్తా ఇక్కడ కూడా నేను ఆన్సర్ ఇవ్వాలా? Who will give this answer?
So flows, I don't know that much. But I know only a little bit, like short answer type. I didn't prepare well.
You should prepare, madam. Okay, flows is very important. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Who will give
I know, but I know it's shorter. I can give it like 1 or 2 sentences. I can't tell like 5 minutes.
No problem, madam. Who will give continuously speak, sir, about record trigger flow? Yeah, madam. Your voice is problem, madam. Seriously. Where you are sitting, madam? Outside? Home? Some surrounding voice is coming. I'm not sure. Yeah, you can continue, madam.
Record trigger flow happens when we insert, update, or delete record to perform some automation. And there are 2 types of record trigger flow occurs. One is before record flow, and the second one is after record flow. So coming to this before record flow, because before record flow is fast field update. So this update field from the record that triggers the flow to run. So fast field update before record flow is at the time of the creation of the record. If we want to update the record, we use the fast field update. And also this can be used if we do some complex validation. And then next coming to after record flow is nothing but actions and related records. When we update any, if we want to update any related record and perform action after that, like sending email, we can use this action and related record. And this is more flexible to run when after record is saved to database. Like example, to send email after some record is created, like after a case or lead is created, sending notification email.
Okay. So what is scheduled flow, Donappa?
This flow when launched at a specific time and sequence allocate to every record in the batch class. Hello, sir.
Yeah, tell me.
This flow is happening when specific time and the frequency allocate to every record in the batch. That time will be scheduled trigger flow happening.
Where you can see scheduled flow, when it will work, when it will fire, status of the flows, where you can check all those things. Anyone where we can check the flow status? It is working or not working. It is in queue. When it will start.
Can check in schedule jobs.
Schedule jobs. There you can check the status of your flow. Okay, madam. What is another one? Auto launch flow, madam? Anyone?
Auto launch flow is to call a flow from another place.
You can call flow from another flow. You can call flow from process builder. You can call flow from other places. That is called. Okay, madam. So, okay. I'll ask one more question here. So, what is the relationship between account and contact? Rupinder, madam? Relationship between account and contact.
Sir, both are standard objects given by the Salesforce. And when we create an account, the contact will also be created.
How to create?
When we convert a lead, the account is created, and
don't
the
know that
contact.
part, madam. I'm not asking that question. This is different from relationship between account and contact.
It's a parent to child relationship.
No, madam.
Can I say?
Chandu, yeah, tell me.
Yes. Sir, in this UI, account and contact is lookup relationship, but background a real time is the cascade optional master details. Whenever is the contact is creating parent record is required, it is the master details.
Not clear.
Okay.
Navya?
Sir, I can say that.
Sir, it is a standard relationship, sir, between account and contact. It's a mix-up of both lookup and master detail relationship. As per the UI, it will be look like a lookup, sir. As per the business, it will perform like a master detail relationship. While creating an account or an opportunity, or while creating an account of contact, we can account is seen as a lookup relationship, and it's a mandatory field, sir.
Account is mandatory in creating contact, madam?
Sir?
Account is mandatory while creating contact?
While creating a contact, account is mandatory, sir.
Oh God.
It's correct.
No, madam. Anyone who wants to give perfect answer, correct answer? Oh, madam? Yeah, madam.
Relationship between account and contact is.
Speak loudly, madam, please.
Relationship between account and contact is lookup, sir, where contact acts as child object and account acts as parent object. But internally it acts as master detail relationship, sir, internally. And so when we delete the account object record, the associated contact object record will also get deleted. This is because of a property they are having, which is cascade delete. So because of this property, when contact is deleted, account object is getting deleted, and so this property cascade delete is set to true. Because of this, this is happening.
So while creating contact, account is required or not required?
No, sir.
Not required, sir. As it acts as lookup, it's not required.
It is not required, madam. If you want to give, you can give. If you don't want, you can give.
Yes, sir. It's not mandatory.
Can we create roll-up summary between account and contact?
No, sir.
Account and opportunity?
Account, yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
This is very important. Account and opportunity, we can create roll-up.
Okay, roll-up. No, sir.
But for account and contact, no.
We can create it.
No.
Roll-up is yes.
Roll-up summary.
Here, no roll-up.
No, sir. No need.
It will not, there is no option to create roll-up. Okay. Good. So, Rupinder madam, what is who and what ID? Where we can see these fields, who ID, what ID fields?
What's UID?
Who ID and what ID fields in Salesforce?
No, sir, I didn't know.
No problem.
Can I
Sir, can I, sir?
Yeah, ma'am. Deepa, tell me.
who ID is available on lead and task and case objects, sir. The
Task
label name
and
is
event.
sorry, task and event objects,
Hmm.
and the label name is name, and API name is who ID. This represents lead and contacts objects. Uh, these are human objects and represents lead and contact objects. And what ID are represents non-human objects like account, opportunity, uh,
Any object you
campaign,
can, madam.
campaign. Other than lead and contact, all standard and custom objects are what IDs.
What ID, correct. So what is external ID? Hussein Naik? Fields?
External ID, sir.
Uh,
External ID when I integration between Salesforce and external systems, sir. Fields
గుర్తు లేదంటే ఎట్లా?
గుర్తు రావట్లేదు సార్.
Can I say so?
Can I, sir?
Yeah, Navya madam.
External ID means between Salesforce and ecosystem, sir. Ecosystem means example like .NET, Java, we can take any of the systems, sir. Here we will use our auto number, email, text and number, sir. In the external ID, account, lead, contact or duplicate rules, sir.
That is a different topic. Duplicate rules is not here.
Okay. That's it, sir. I know about external ID.
Tell me, Deepa madam, what you know?
One thing. Okay. In that
External ID for integration purpose, we use this external ID, sir. In integration means
Why we have to use madam? Already Salesforce record ID is there, na?
if you want to.
No, sir. For external ID is for integration, we use this external ID, sir. And without ID, if you want to update any records, for that also we use external IDs.
In data loader, we will use external.
Yeah, just data loader also, or you can use in a mainly integration purpose.
Integration.
Because other system don't know about record ID. They don't know Salesforce record ID.
Yeah.
So that's why what we can do, we can make one common field between both the systems.
Both the systems.
So that we can make it external ID checkbox and unique. Why? What is unique?
It should be
one and only
one.
It will not allow duplicates, madam. Otherwise, you can give same ID again and again, right? If you make it unique checkbox, what will happen? It will not allow duplicates.
Not allowed to duplicate.
Okay. So what is inactive and freeze user in a Salesforce? I'll ask a person. Nidhi madam, Nidhi or Kalyani, anyone? What is the difference between inactive or freeze the user? Ma'am, can you hear me, Nidhi or Kalyani, or not? Everyone able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, Donappa, what is the difference between inactive and freeze the user?
Sir, I will answer.
Who is madam? Nidhi?
Niti.
Yeah, madam.
Yes, sir.
Why, madam, you after I'm speaking, after so much time, you will come again?
No, sir. Actually, my child was crying, so I did not unmute.
Okay, no problem, madam. Yeah, continue.
Okay, sir. Sir, inactive, so deactivation of user is that person will not be able to log in, and also the license of that user will be assigned to, it will be released from that user. And freeze the user means only the login access of that user will be freezed, means it will stop for some time, and the license will still remain for that user in the Salesforce.
Okay. Good, madam. So what is audit trial? Ganappa?
Sir, it is used for the tracking of the users in the organization, sir.
Come again. I will use.
It is used for the tracking the status of the users and employees in the any organization, sir. And also
What are the
track
changes
the
you have
status
done?
changes in the
Correct. What are the user changes? What user
and also
done the
track the
changes?
setup changes in
Correct. What are the users done changes?
user
All the things you can-
login hour.
Login out, all this that is different. What is like when user is logged in, what he did, all the changes we can track in the audit. Okay.
Okay.
So what is org level security? Hussein Naik. Rupinder, madam,
security,
what is
sir. Maintain a list of security, sir. Set password list, sir. Certain hours and locations we can IP address, sir. Restricted IP address, sir. Restricted time, sir. Organization.
Network access, business hours, holidays, all this come under
It limits the IPs.
IPs. What is profile? Rupinder, madam, what is profile? What are all the things we can control with the profile? How many types of profiles? Just speak about profile.
Access.
Rupinder, madam, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me about profiles in Salesforce. You can speak 5 minutes. Whatever you know about profile. What are all the things you can do with the profile?
So profiles. So profiles are the access that is given to the users on the object and the data. So what they can do like within the application. So we can create the users and we can assign them the profiles. Only one profile can be given to one user. And to view the profiles given to the users, we have to go to the setup and enter the profiles, and we can go there by the quick find box. And we have administrator profiles. We have many profiles like administrator profile, and the profile can control the object permissions and user permissions, app settings, page layouts, record types. We can define the profiles by the user's job functions. And so there are 6 standard profiles in Salesforce, like system administrator, platform user, standard user, solution manager, partner user.
Okay. You're giving answer, madam, but that answer is not like straightforward, like going front and back. Deepa, madam, tell me, madam.
Yes, sir. Profiles, it defines users to perform different functions like settings and permissions to the org, to the Salesforce org. And it is a object level and field level access. It is mandatory to all users. And profiles controls users permissions. Every profile should have, every profile we have to assign users license, and every one profile can be assigned to multiple users, and it controls all metadata. There are 2 types of profiles, standard profile and custom profile. Standard profiles are created by say force.com and it cannot be deleted or modified. Custom profile are created by users. It can be deleted. And we cannot create a new profile. We have to clone to the existing profile. There are 5 standard profiles. Standard profiles: solution manager, marketing users, read only, system administrator, and standard users. And profiles can profiles controls permissions like app settings, tab settings, object settings, user settings, Apex classes, page layout, login hours and login IP ranges, and Visual Force pages. Visual Force, yes, that's it.
Okay. So what is a permission set, Navya madam? When will use permission sets?
Hello. If you want to get any additional sharing, we will use a permission set, sir.
Sharing? What sharing,
Additional.
madam?
Correct answer, if you want.
Donappa, what is permission set?
Sir, it is a collection of settings and permissions for the particular region. It is extend the functions. It extends the functions functional access for the users. Function set is the one user have only one. Sorry, sir, don't know that.
Cool explain, sir. What is permission set?
I would like to
Can do.
permission sets are used to extend profile permission. And we can override the permission from profile level. We can provide we can extend permissions for one or multiple users, but we cannot restrict permissions given in profile using permission set. Just we can add permissions.
Okay. To extend profile permissions, we can use permissions. It's simple, madam. Okay. For example, I'll ask one question. In the profile level, I have a given. Okay, create, read, edit, delete. So using permission set, can I make it only create, read?
No, sir, you can't.
No, sir, we cannot, sir. We can extend, but we cannot
reduce the
reduce.
profiles, permissions. We can only, always we can extend only. Okay, madam? Okay. This is very important, the profile and so record level security. Someone needs to speak about this topic at least 5 minutes. Who will speak? Who will talk about this? Yeah, madam, we can take. 1 minute, madam. So Suresh Nayak, tell me, what is record level security? Sir, Kalyani need Suresh Nayak, you have to know, you are not speaking actually. Not sure.
Yes, sir.
Tell me what is the record level security?
Record level security, it will control data. In that it having OWD. OWD means organization by default. Private, public read only. Public read and write. Public read and write and transfer. Public full access controlled by parents. Private access. Private access, in that private access, only users can see all their records. Public read only, others can see record but cannot modify. Public read and write and modify also. Public record, read and write and transfer. This is available for only lead and object.
Which object? Only lead object, madam?
Huh?
Lead and which objects? Lead and
Case objects.
okay.
Public full access. This available for campaigns controlled by parents. It will work for master detail relationship. Roll up hierarchical. It wanted to give access to seniors of customer users. Another one, sharing.
You are watching, madam, somewhere, or you are directly speaking? Kalani, madam.
Sharing rules. Correct one, yes, sir.
No, answer is correct,
Sharing
madam.
rules
What is
are
my
of
question
two
is,
types.
you are watching somewhere, or
Order
you are
based,
giving?
criteria based.
Okay.
Having two groups. One is Kalyani group, another one Vishnu Sharma group. We want to change the users of that system.
No, madam, you are giving answer. 70% answer is correct, madam. But you have to just give completely like in different way. No, don't say like a Kalyani group, all those things. If you want to share one group of records to other group, we can use the sharing rules. There is a two types, owner based and a criteria based. Okay, madam, don't say name like that. Okay.
Okay.
Instead of, if you want to say name, you don't use your personal names. You have to say sales group, service group, like that. Sales group 1, sales group 2. You have to use like you have to speak like a business. Understand? Okay, just for our understanding purpose, I am using that different names in our class. But when it comes to here, you have to say sales group 2, 1, 2, sales group 2, like this. Okay.
Okay.
Donapa, will you explain what is record level security?
Record level security, sir.
You can speak about from role hierarchy. Already she explained completely about OWD. Now you can talk about what is role hierarchy.
Role hierarchy it is the pass information to the lower authority to higher authority in the organization.
For that, what you have to do to pass?
Certain type of the information, sir. Information. The information.
How you can share your records, your seniors? What is the setting you have to do? Hussein Naik, what is the setting you have to do to enable your records to hire people? Hussein Naik,
I don't know, sir.
I don't know.
No, sir. No, sir. I don't know.
What you are doing? Hussein?
Thinking, sir. Thinking, sir.
Thinking, super asala.
Sir.
Navya, madam, which setting we have to enable to share your records to hire people?
Grant access hierarchy, sir. We must check that permission that is enable or disable, sir.
Can we disable that checkbox for standard objects?
Sir?
Can we disable that checkbox for standard objects? Checkbox, grant access checkbox?
No, sir.
No.
For custom objects, can we disable enable?
Yes, sir.
Disable.
Yeah, we can disable enable whatever.
Yeah, sir. Why? Because it's created by us.
After role hierarchy, next which one will come, Deepa, madam? Now, we can continue the remaining part. After role hierarchy, for example, I don't want this role hierarchy. Then what is the next step to open up access?
If you don't want role hierarchy, means we will use next step sharing rules, sir. In sharing rules, we will take two types of groups. If we want to share from one group to another group, we will use sharing rules. In that, we have two types based upon owner based and criteria based. If you want to share as per the owner based, means we will use that owner based, sir. As per the criteria, means if you want to am I taking example, means if you want to take any criteria, means like specific country belongs to that India person belongs to that country means we will choose that criteria based sharing rule, sir.
Then
After that, if you don't want sharing rules means if we will use manual sharing, sir. In manual sharing, we must give manually to the person, sir, to the user. If you don't want that also, we will take next view all and modify all, sir.
Where
If
it is
so-
there?
Sir,
Where we can see view all and modify all options.
in the profiles, we must check. We must enable or disable view all or modify all, sir.
What is the benefit, madam, if you enable this too?
If you enable these two, we can view and we can modify the profile that user that sharing, sir. What we have
Records.
shared. Records.
Even the OWD is a private.
Private also. If you don't want that also, next another one we will use Apex sharing, sir. In Apex sharing, it's on developing part, sir. In that, we will take parent ID, group user or a group ID or an access level. These three we will use in Apex sharing, sir.
Good, madam. Okay. Very good. Now I will ask one question. Tell me.
Okay.
So, for example, take a teacher object.
Okay, sir.
So, this object I have given create read access.
Okay.
For profile. This is the profile name. Example, you can take major profile.
Okay.
For same object, teacher object, I am giving public read and write. So what will happen? Now major profile people can modify records or not?
Yes, sir. They can modify, sir.
They can modify, madam?
No, sir.
No, sir. Why? Because it's a private, it's a manager profile, sir.
So what happened?
They can only read only that field, sir, that recorder.
How I? Yeah, in the record level, I am giving public and right now complete access.
It's a mandate. While we must assign only in the profile, sir. While using the profile, we can see the create or read or edit or delete, sir. If the profile is in the public, if the profile is in the private, only user can see, sir. We can't do anything. If the profile is in public, we can do anything, sir. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, madam. Okay. So even if OWD is public and right, but here you don't have edit access and delete access.
Yes, sir. That's I'm telling.
Always profile is a super, madam.
Yeah.
Okay. Now tell me, anyone. So teacher OWD is private. Okay. But in the profile level, I am giving, for this profile level, I am giving view all. What will happen? This profile can see other records or not?
Yes, they can, sir.
Why?
By profile is view all.
Yeah,
So
profile is a super. Even though
Yeah,
OWD is a
profile is
private, profile is a super. That's why you can see the record. Can they modify?
No,
No,
they
No,
can't.
sir, no modify.
Because there is don't have a edit and delete access.
Yeah.
Even modify allows not there. So how many types of reports we have, Donapa?
Sir, there are 4 types of reports. Sir. One is tabular report. One is tabular report, summary report, matrix report.
Join.
Giant report, sir.
Giant report. Okay. So tell me difference between all these reports, Anupama. What is the difference between all these reports?
The tabular report is a simple report where we can show the grand total. any particular field. Summary report is we can group the report by rows. Matrix report is we can group the report by rows and columns. Coming to join report, we can add multiple report types here in blocks, and maximum we can use 5 blocks.
Okay. So what is report type? I will give answer. Nidhi, what is report type? Nidhi or Kalyani? Rupinder, madam. What is report type? Anyone?
Sir, for every report, while creating, we must choose the report type. For example, if we are taking the means for every object there will be a report type, sir. For every standard object there will be a report type. Sorry, sir. I'm not sure about the exact name, but for account there is all means for every object there will be a report type. Before creating the report, we have to choose that type.
Sure, madam. Okay, madam. You can mute, ma'am. No problem. So, Rupinder, madam, what is report type, madam?
Sir, a report type, sir, it tells about the set of fields and records that are that will be on the report. It based on the relationship between the related objects and primary objects.
So, Deepa, madam, what is report type, madam?
It defines the set of records and fields available on the report based on the relationship between primary object and related objects. By default, all the objects are standard report types, and report types are both standard and custom objects.
So there are
we can create report types on standard and custom objects on both.
Okay. What is dashboard, madam?
Dashboards, it's a graphical representation and a visual presentation of report data.
How many types of dashboard? Sample charts name?
5 types. Chart.
Four types of.
Not report, madam. Just I'm asking dashboard components, sample
The
components.
dashboards, 4 types of dashboard components.
What are those, madam?
So tables.
That is report.
Charts. Tables, charts.
Pie chart, bar chart, funnel chart, vertical chart, horizontal chart. Right, madam?
Yes.
All these things we can also chart. What is bucket field? Anupama, in the reports. Why is bucket field?
Bucket field we use to categorize the field based on the tick list values or number values.
Okay.
It's a drop down field.
Okay. It is something like one field. We instead of creating field in the object level.
Formulas. We cannot use formulas.
To categorize the field values, based on that, if you want to categorize, you can go for the bucket field. Okay. Okay. So can anyone tell me assignment versus auto versus escalation rules?
Yes, sir. Can I, sir?
Yeah, madam.
Assignment rules are available for lead and case objects, sir. Case objects, and at a time it is active. One rule is active. Assignments. There are 2 types of assignment rules: lead assignment rule and the case assignment rule. Lead assignment rules is to specify how a lead is assigned to users and queues based on the condition. What condition we give that one. And case assignment rules are to determine how cases are assigned to users or queues. And auto assignment rules are just to send a remind note to the customer that we have received a notification from you regarding your inquiry and all. And this is also available on lead and case objects. This also active at one rule active at a times. And escalation rule is available only on case objects. This also one rule at a time is active. And escalation rule, if a case is opened for certain time and it is not closed, then it is escalated to the higher level persons.
Okay. Anyone? What is Web 2 lead or case?
When we are entering details through web, so the details will be converted to lead. And when we are entering any queries or when we are raising any issue through web, so that details will be converted to case.
Using website, if you want to create a lead or case, we can go for web lead or case.
Entering form, web form, yes.
Correct. For example, what is lead mapping, madam?
Conversion of
Converting lead to customers.
Lead to customers.
the records after getting
Sir,
converted.
whenever
Yeah.
convert the lead records, then automatically transfer to the account contact
Account
and
contact.
opportunity records.
Correct. Whenever the lead is converted, lead fields will navigate to the account, contact, and opportunity.
Is
So
known as
even that is standard mapping is there. Even if you want
Standard
customers, you can map.
The
Correct,
admin
madam?
will specify for
Which
customer.
fields, from which fields lead you should go for, which fields in the account level, contact level, and opportunity level. Correct?
Yes.
After lead is converted, what are the records it will create? Mandatory it will create records.
Account contact and opportunity lead, no, sir.
Opportunity is mandatory.
Optional.
Optional, opportunity, yeah.
Account is mandatory.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Account is mandatory, but either you can choose the existing
sir.
account also, or you can create a new account also. Understand, sir?
Okay.
You can convert that lead to the either existing account or choose a new account, but opportunity is optional. Okay. Okay. What else we have, ma'am? Can we create? How we can create a record type? In a lead, opportunity, or case. How we can create record type, sir? In these objects.
Pick list. Pick list, sir.
Which pick list, madam? Which pick list?
Sir,
Normally, how we can create record type directly? You can go
Page.
record type. You can create record type.
page layout and from profile.
We'll go to object setup and we'll go to record type.
But for these three objects, there is separate way. If you want to create record type for these three objects, there is separate process is there. What is that process called?
Lead process.
Hmm.
Lead process, support process, that one.
Correct. Exactly. So if you want to create a record type and lead object, first what you have to do, madam? You have to create a lead process. Nothing but what, madam? There is a field called status. That field process you have to create. Then only you can use this lead process in the record type. For opportunity, what we can call sales process. For case object, what we can call support process. If you want to create record type on these three objects, first what you have to create, madam? Lead process, sales process, or support process.
Support process.
Then only you can create record type. Directly you cannot create record type. Either you have to choose the process. Understand, madam?
Okay.
Okay. What else we have, madam? I think almost everything is covered. Okay. Good, madam. But most of them are giving answers. Is good. Okay.